Your heart beats fast, your pupils are dilated, your muscles are contracted, anxiety takes over you. You must be in front of a great beast or... 150,000 years ago, if you were a mammal, you would have to face two main concerns in your daily life: not letting the landscape or avoid being the one of someone else. This is, you would have to start a fight or take flight. Up to these days, our body responses have remained, but the threats and the number of threats have changed. Let's look at this. To face something threatening us, the brain activates an almost instantaneous response, sending a first alarm to the whole body, from the hypothalamus through one branch of the autonomic nervous system, facilitating oxygen and glucose to arrive to your muscles in the shortest time possible, and shutting down non-essential systems such as digestion. Adrenaline is released from the stimulation of the adrenal gland to boost this first response. Then hypothalamus sends a signal to the pituitary gland to take radical actions. Pituitary gland releases the whole hormonal arsenal, sending many messages to other glands for shutting down optimistic behaviors such as growth, tissue repair, and reproduction, and inhibiting itself some key hormones. The most important message goes for the adrenal gland, telling it to release cortisol. This hormone will maximize the second stress response. What do the heart rates of our different laboratories tell us? Our stress response evolved for situations in which we had to hunt or be hunted, and that's why we are darn well prepared to run like mad. But those situations are brief, short-term crises. From an evolutionary perspective, sustained psychological stress is a recent invention, mainly present in human and other social primates who had developed profound social and psychological needs, as well as a greater power of anticipation, the recognition of potential threats. This excessive perception of threats or potential threats causes chronic stress. And that's where apparently the system didn't evolve for. Maybe now you're a little stressed, so hold on. Fortunately, many of our stressors are psychological, and in order to trigger a stress response, we have to consider them imminent threats. So, at least for a small part of the equation, this is the hack point.